Welcome to this week's episode of the Pull List Examiner. I missed last week, so hopefully you're tuning back in this week to catch up with me as I look at the new comic books that are coming out on New Comic Book Day. And New Comic Book Day this week is October 4th, 2023. Missing last week actually made me realize that I am liking a new format over what I currently do. So if you are a subscriber and you are watching, please drop a comment on this video to let me know what you think. I really enjoy looking at what's coming out, getting my pull list organized, and looking forward to those comics that I want to read on New Comic Book Day Wednesday. But I think it might be more informational, bring a better perspective if I share my reviews after New Comic Book Day to let you know what I thought was the best. And with so many comics coming out every week and so many differences from one week to the next, one week is 3 or 4 comics like this week, or last week we had 15 comics on my pull list. I have decided that I think the best way to proceed is to do a monthly review. So what I think I am going to do is move my format from a weekly pull list over to a monthly month in review format. And with this being the first week of the month, I've decided to wait until the end of October to share what my best comics for October will be. And maybe if I have time, I can still throw out the pull list videos in between those month in review videos, but we'll see how it all pans out as I look to go to a new format. But let's take a look at the top 3 comics that I am looking forward to this week. Starting off the list this week at number 3 is Darth Vader, issue number 39. The Star Wars series seem to expand as we add more and more new titles to the Star Wars world, over being published through Marvel Comics and also Dark Horse Comics. But the Darth Vader series has continually been my favorite, at least for the last year or two. And with that being said, as long as Greg Pak is continuing to write it, I am probably going to keep it on my weekly list. This is definitely a title that I would recommend to any Star Wars fan, and even if you're not a Star Wars fan, it really digs deep into the backstory of Darth Vader. And Greg Pak does a really great job of unpacking, no pun intended, some of the past of Darth Vader, tying it into the future. And as you get to watch all these unique Star Wars shows that are being released on Disney Plus right now, it is really fun to tie it all together. Whether or not this is truly canon, I don't know, but it is fun to read the Greg Pak Darth Vader series, and I'm looking forward to issue 39 this week. And at number 2 this week, we've got Batman issue number 138. Chip Zdarsky, on his run, has taken us to some unique places with Batman. He still is keeping some of those plot lines tied together as we are now into this new arc, delving into a war. I think they're calling it the Gotham War between Catwoman and Batman. The plot line is extending to other series like Catwoman and one-shots that have also been released. And I think what I'm most excited about this week with this title is that Jorge Jimenez is coming back to do the artwork. He is one of the best artists in the game, in my opinion, right now, and does an amazing job with Batman. And the team up of Chip Zdarsky and Jorge Jimenez has been great so far. Sometimes he is not able to work on the issue. They got other artists coming in, and I'm not knocking any of those artists. I'm just saying I really like when he gets to come back and work on this. So with that said, check out Batman issue number 138 this week as they continue in the Gotham War. And at number 1 on the list this week, we've got Transformers, issue number 1. As revealed over in the title Void Rivals, we found out that Robert Kirkman bought the rights to Transformers and the entire world that encompasses it. And here we get our very first issue. And while that may be exciting enough, what really is drawing me to this issue is the fact that it is done by Daniel Warren Johnson. Duo powerbomb artist and writer comes back for the Transformers, and here he once again is the artist and the writer. So I am really looking forward to what he comes up with Transformers. Nostalgia is kicking in from my childhood, but either way, having him as the artist and the writer just is, to me, giving the series the boost I need to go check it out. Again, I don't know if there's been any previews or anything, but I haven't read anything yet. So this is a first issue going into the series, so I don't know what I'm going to get, but I am expecting a lot. Sorry, Danny Warren Johnson, I have high expectations based on your other stories. I have been a DWJ fan for a while now, reading some of his previous stories. I just actually picked up the hardcover version of Murder Falcon, which I haven't gotten to read yet. And I also read some of his other titles that he's kind of been dedicated to, and I am just a big fan. So here we go. Transformers issue number 1 coming out this week. Hopefully everyone is able to grab a copy of this, because I think it's going to be a good one. Thanks again for watching the Pull List Examiner. As I go into this new format, I hope you stay with me. Hopefully you like what I come up with. We'll see where we land in a few weeks when I try to do my first ever month in review. Thanks for watching. Remember to read them, bag them, and board them. We'll see you next time on the Pull List Examiner. Thank you.